All right, so got a bunch of wild encounters with wildly different people and the way they're approaching the game and everything. This first set here, running through the Capitol, we got guys with the Eleonora pole blade doubling up on the bleed, and they look like they're ready to have a good honorable 1v1 and wait it out. So this guy comes in, I out-trade him with the hyper armor, take him down pretty quickly, and good clean fight. No reason to overextend it or anything. A little misclick there, and instead of giving him respect, I throw daggers at him by accident. But fixed that, gave him a bow, and everything was all good. And I thought I'd have a nice little fight off with the host, but my dude starts begging for his life, so I return the favor and show him a little a grovel for mercy emote. And next thing I know, the Lindell Knights are coming in hot. They're spamming out some lightning at him. He tries to get some distance, and I want to see where this is going. And hopefully we can have a good little fight. But unfortunately, they take him down with the lightning, and that's all she wrote. But that just really struck me as funny that while he's sitting there, trying to communicate with me, that the PvE just takes him out. You can never let your guard down in these games, and yeah, it's always leads to some good times. Up next here we got an ultra sword with a buddy with a bow and arrow. I've been running into combos like this a lot lately. I don't know if this is some kind of new setup or something, where this is just like some tabletop RPG balancing out the party, or if it's just random. I don't know if Redditors are talking about, oh, you need to go into co-op with different types of stuff, but this is such an annoying combo to fight. My dudes are turning me into Sonic the Hedgehog here, just filling me up like a pincushion. Got the poison going, and whenever I go for one, the other one's just chipping away at me, and it just ends up being real annoying to fight. And they get me down real close a few times, and every time I try to get a little space, try to get a heal off, they're making me pay for it. And unfortunately, there's not a great way to combat this. If you try to go after the archer, they usually get that light roll. They're impossible to hit. You go for this guy, and you got to eat damage, either if you trade in or whatever. But when all else fails, you land that dirty old backstab and take him down. Unfortunately, it didn't do nearly as much damage as I was hoping it would have, because he's got the buff off from the Game of Thrones sword. But fortunately, I ended up being able to finish that one off, and it's always it's a welcome victory when you take those types of teams down. And then, as much as I don't like that kind of team, like, they're not doing anything wrong. They're just playing through the game. They just finished killing the dragon that you farm for souls early on. And then we got some true gankers. Or I don't know if they're gankers, because you'll see they do end up having the finger. They get the finger pop, so they're looking to fight. And I don't know if they just didn't get a chance to turn it off, or if they want 2v2 fights or whatever. But I'm getting a little too focused on trying to pop this guy's bubble. And like I said, I've been trying to use the volcano pots for this lately, because if they have any kind of shield or anything, the daggers can sometimes be ineffective. But when all else fails, a little bit of dagger spam will take them down. But the lingering cloud you get from the volcano pots. Volcano pots are just my absolute favorite type of consumable to use. Between the lingering damage, and it just annoys people. But yeah, these guys here, they gave me a run for my money. I end up here on the wrong consumable trying to heal, and I'm throwing out, freezing pots for no good reason. But it's okay. It wasn't even close. I wasn't worried for a second. Thankfully, second invader shows up, and these guys, now they're going to have to deal with a 1v1 to see how well they can do if they can't just double team somebody and try to blender him down. I go to charge up the big R2 there, and I had to redirect it so I didn't hit my invader buddy by accident. And lo and behold, you get these guys 1v1, and they just fold like an apple. Yeah, because you fold apples all the time. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, regardless, finally got a good invader buddy. Usually I get dudes who just don't know what they're doing, end up hitting me, attacking me on purpose. But actually had a good, valid invader bro. Here we get someone just before the Dragonkin boss. I take out his buddy, and I expected that to be it. I tried to wave by and waited for a second, and what we have here is an old school Dark Souls 3 fog wall exploiter. And, he tries to poke out a couple times real quick, and he's just here to waste my time. So I speed it up a little bit so you guys don't have to wait quite as long as I did. And, he pops in and out, and I don't quite know what he's doing, but I figure the Twin Blade, I get a better chance of catching him. And Shield Bash. I don't know why he went for Shield Bash, and he's fat rolling, and I don't know what he was thinking. My dude, fat rolling with a flail. You're not going to win a lot of fights like that. But GG to him, I guess. I don't know if he was intentionally fog wall gank exploiting or what, but maybe he just couldn't figure out what to do, panicked. But yeah, you don't see the fog wall stuff too often these days. Now this one here, I felt like maybe there was some lag towards the end, but I feel like I got smashed by magic a lot harder than I should have, and I'll explain what I mean here. So I get this guy on the ropes, I go to finish him off, and I'm like, boo 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 boo, and I don't know how those were coming out as fast and hard hitting as they were. Like, it almost felt like he was double casting or something. Now, it's probably just lag. Maybe I'm just salty because I got killed. But, I don't know. It felt like those were hitting or coming out too close together, or I don't know, whatever. That aside, we have the sneakiest host you've ever seen in your life. I don't know if this chick thinks she's invisible, or maybe she's using the concealing veil. It doesn't think I can see her. Maybe she just thinks she's a master of stealth. But yeah, not nearly as sneaky as she thinks she is. And this one isn't really much of a fight. I'm not gonna lie. It's but just the way she was maneuvering around and being, I don't know, it was just really awkward. But it cracked me up. And then the name, of course, you got Gamer Girl OnlyFans here. Is she's she's got the cosplay going. I don't know, maybe I should have dropped her some runes and see what happened next, but I don't know, I wasn't thinking at the time, and who knows. But she goes off, she's running, and so at that point I figure maybe she's leading me into a trap. She's got more people, because you wouldn't think a solo host would, they're not going to get invaded unless they get the finger active, because they want to get invaded, or the tongue, excuse me. But yeah, she doesn't really seem too keen to fight. She didn't have backup hiding to try to gank me, and I had no idea what was going on here. I was gonna message her to be like, what was that all about? But she had her messages blocked. I guess I didn't subscribe to OnlyFans, so she ain't gonna let me talk. I don't know, but it was just a real weird, strange invasion. But I got a chuckle out of it, so I thought I'd share. And then just quick tips for fighting or whatever. Always mind your spacing. I left myself wide open there, but here I knew I got just enough space to do that full charge if he was going to keep going. And took him out with that awesome R2 that I love so much. And of course, this guy didn't last too much longer after that, and that's all she wrote. But like I was talking about earlier, volcano pots. Absolutely my favorite thing in the world. Even if the damage isn't incredible, it can make people either panic or annoy them into making a mistake. You see, these guys are just kind of hanging back, waiting for me to run in there so they can throw me in the blender. They know they got no PvE over there to back them up, so I'm just volcano pot, volcano pot, volcano pot. And they're so easy to come by and so good to use. You just hop down here to this little campfire, run the terminus from Seathwater back and forth, and you fill up real quick to make as many as you need. And as you can see here, you annoy them enough and you get that big R2 and you can take them out, because people stop paying attention when you get them mad. And yeah, that's about it for today. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care of yourselves and have fun out there. Thanks for watching.